Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. It is Sunday, December 29, 2019. Let's begin. First up, let's take a look at your 2020 New Hampshire candidate tracker for December 29, 2019. We have a bunch of candidates in New Hampshire today. The first candidate we're going to talk about, Joe Biden. He has two events today in New Hampshire. His first event, community event in Peterborough, New Hampshire at 2 p.m. And his second event, community event in Milford, New Hampshire at 5:45 p.m. Tulsi Gabbard has one event today in New Hampshire. Town Hall at the Salem VFW in Salem, New Hampshire at 6 p.m. Amy Colin Bolcher has three events today in New Hampshire. Her first event, Town Hall at the Dover Town Hall in Dover, New Hampshire at 11:30 a.m. Her second event, Town Hall at the Wolfboro Town Hall in Wolfboro, New Hampshire at 2:30 p.m. And her third event is a Town Hall at Kennett Middle School in Conway, New Hampshire at 6 p.m. Bernie Sanders has one event in New Hampshire, Town Hall breakfast in Newport, New Hampshire at 10 a.m. And those are all the candidates that are in New Hampshire today. Trump and Speaker Pelosi exchange words on Twitter over impeachment. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Politics now, and President Trump and Speaker Pelosi exchanging barbs on Twitter over impeachment, while Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders mix it up on the campaign trail. ABC's Rachel Scott is in West Palm Beach, where the president is spending the holidays at Mar-a-Lago. Good morning to you, Rachel.
Eva, good morning. President Trump has consistently railed against House Speaker Nancy Pelosi for withholding the articles of impeachment. Lawmakers still locked in that bitter standoff, potentially throwing the start of a Senate trial deeper into an election year. This morning, the battle over impeachment triggering new attacks, but no resolution. President Trump and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi sparring on Twitter. The president blaming Pelosi for the holdup, accusing her of presiding over the most unfair hearing in the history of the United States Congress. Pelosi is suggesting the president engaged in a cover-up, writing President Trump abused his power for his own personal gain. The House Speaker under attack, not giving an inch, withholding the articles of impeachment until Republicans reveal what sort of trial the Senate will conduct. The timing of the trial in limbo heading into an election year.
I think that Congress had no choice but to meet its constitutional responsibility, regardless what the political consequences were.
The 5 Democratic senators running for president preparing to split their time between the campaign trail and Washington.
We are really excited, of course, about the 99 counties.
Senator Amy Klobuchar wrapping up a sprint through Iowa, visiting all 99 counties.
Part of the reason that I got those 27 counties done in 3.5 days was I realized I may not be able to come back like I planned.
Less than 40 days out from the first vote in Iowa, the Democratic candidates in a post-holiday blitz through key early voting states. Senator Bernie Sanders criticizing former VP Joe Biden's record on the Iraq war and trade, telling the LA Times Trump will eat his lunch in a general election.
When you have candidates out there, without naming them, you know who they are, who have voted for terrible trade agreements, you don't think Trump will be talking about that?
Biden firing back.
No one comes along Gibson deserves the White House.
And the Democratic candidates are racing to make the January debate stage. They still have about 2 weeks left to make the cut, but so far only 5 of the 15 candidates still in the race have qualified. Whit?
As you pointed out, the Iowa caucus is just around the corner. Rachel Scott for us. Thank you so much.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And also, the New Hampshire primaries are right around the corner as well. That is on February 11, 2020. And that is for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. I hope you all enjoyed watching this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics with Riley King. And have a great week ahead of you, everybody. Goodbye.